My grandma got released from prison and I moved in with her. My grandma was always gone. Everyone who was at the house used to always leave me home by myself. I was definitely a black Matilda. At 6 years old, my adopted mom got out of the military due to her being pregnant with her first child, which is my middle sister, and then that is when I moved in with her. She was always gone and never home, always out gambling or always having another job. Like she was every single year, I knew where we stayed at. Like I can remember each year of my childhood due to we moved every single time I turned another year. So in the house, it was just me, my adopted mom, her new baby, and her boyfriend. It's like, let's just say, for example, if we were about to go to the store, she would be like, because I'm getting me and my kid this. If you don't want that, you don't have to get it. Like, she would talk to me like that. So at times, she would separate me from her and the other child. So I did not know that supposedly I was adopted. So my adoption was supposed to be, I guess, sealed, but that wasn't the case. The birth certificate was actually fake. We'll get there though. She ends up also having another daughter. So she has two daughters, as how time goes on. It also was very suspicious because at the age of 12, that is when my granddad introduced, well, that is when I got introduced to my granddad. So my dad's dad, the adopted dad, I got introduced to his dad and also introduced to his other siblings at that age. So at the age of 12, all of a sudden, other family members just pop up out of the blue. So my dad family members also knew my mom. So everyone knew each other. So when I found out the birth certificate was fake. So I had got pulled over. I was driving. I was 16 years old. I didn't have my driver's license yet. So the only thing I had on me in the car, because I had my book bag with me, my birth certificate and my social security card with ID, I had left it home in the back of my phone case, and I left my phone on the charger because I knew I was just going to the store to grab one or two things and come right back. I get pulled over for going 3 miles over the speed limit, even though legally you can technically go over 10. So the cops pull me over. I don't have driver's license. He talking about he about to tow the car. He think I'm lying about who I am, so forth, whatnot. So I just be like, the only identification I have on me is that. So I show it to him, and he tells me that it's fake, and that basically he was about to arrest me. I did not get arrested. However, he ends up telling me that he was going to report it to his chief, a possible kidnapping. He was also going to request DNA figure. He traced the car back and he was like, the name is not popping up. So the car got towed. My mom and her sister, who was the one who gave her the car, went and got it out of the pawn shop within that week. So how I found out the car was stolen, because the next week, let me tell you how karma works. Sometimes you have to pay attention to when people in your life have things that happen to them, because that's like the universe way of showing you what's really going on behind your back. She went to Walmart and she was gone for a long time. Like it went to 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours. Like it's almost 11 p.m. I'm like, dang, Walmart about to close. So she ends up coming home and she's not in the car. She got a ride home. So I asked her what happened or whatever, and she didn't want to tell me about it. So my baby sister came and told me that. My baby sister came and told me that the car got towed. So when they came out of Walmart, the car was gone. So the car was gone when they came out of Walmart, and I guess she was trying to figure out what happened to it, found out what happened to it, and then she had found them a ride home or whatever. And with the police, they end up having me go on an adoption site. They sent me on to like 2, 3 other links, and it was kind of like a lost cause. And then we end up finding one baby that did look like me, but I'm gonna skip over that just due for legal actions that's going on right now. Let's get to my dream. I had a dream that we went to this restaurant and one of the cooks was like whispering something to me, and I was like, what is she trying to say? So when she got my food, or when she gave me my food, she said, don't eat your food in the car. So I was like, okay. So I just never opened the bag. And I opened the bag when I got home, and there was a note in there. So I was with my grandma and my mom when we went to the restaurant. She was telling me don't open the bag because she didn't want them to see the note. And on the note, she basically told me that not only was I stolen, but my adopted mom was not the real child of my grandma. So I don't know if they planned to be that role in my life and they weren't that role to each other for real, or if my adopted mom really thought that was her mom.